Okay, guys, let's make a video about how to pass prop firms. I'm going to go over the NQ, the NASDAQ, and on a 15-second time frame, okay? This is going to be a very unique strategy that not a lot of people do, and I have a very unique twist on how I like to do it, all right? So if you're ever struggling to pass prop firms, you came to the right video. This is going to help you tremendously. I also have a Discord that I do live trading. I show you guys how to do this. But I'm at the 15-second chart here, MNQ. We're going to do micros, and we're going to go to the first candle of the day on the Nasdaq. Okay, so as you can see, I'm scrolling to 9:30 a.m. Okay, so we came to the first candle of the day. So here is my unique twist that I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it. For Nasdaq, since it is very volatile and it can get very sporadic, I like to ignore the first orb and go to the second orb. What do I mean by that? So if you look at the first candle here, we're going to draw a line from top to bottom. Here is the top of the candle, and then we're going to go to the bottom of the same candle right in here, which is 9:30, top to bottom, bam, bam. All right, so we see that that's there. So as you can see, here is your 9:30. We get a break of structure up in here. This a lot of people would look to take long, but since Nasdaq I've seen do a lot of sporadic moves where it does double orbs or even triple orbs. This is how I would look to do it. I would take the candle when it goes down in here. You see how this breaks the structure? Here is the first break. We're going to take it on the second and third breaks. So on the second break, we break structure and it goes back up. That is totally fine. And your stop will be up in here. So the minute you get a massive amount of points, I say about 20 points or so. You can see right in here, we make a pretty nice little move. You want to try to lock in some game because you don't want this to go back up and hit your stop. All right. So in this scenario, you would, since this is quite far below, I would look for some retrace back up, short this, and make this massive move down and take some micros off and then put this break even. So for example, if I had 3 micros, I would probably take out 1 or 2 here, put the rest, put the last micro here, break even. And if it breaks back above, which this can happen, as you can see, look at this. We break out right in here on this candle at 9:37.45. We get a break of structure. Well, guess what? We're going to take it to the long side. We get in on this candle, and bam, we go all the way up. So this is called the second and third breakout method I use to trade NASDAQ. I can show you another example of how often this works. This is absolutely insane. I have passed a lot of prop firms, making a lot of money on my personal futures account doing this. It is a really good strategy, okay? And if you stay tuned in the Discord, I'll show you guys how to do other things with this. If you do want to join the Discord, you guys will have, I'll put that in the YouTube comments below. But I'm just going to focus on this one ticker, and I'll show you about 2 to 3 examples. It's hard to back test this, as you see. I have to scroll quite a bit to show you, but it's definitely worth it because the advantage of this strategy is you're in and out of the market so fast. Like literally, if you have a full-time job or something, you're done within 5 to 10 minutes. All right, so you don't have to just keep watching the market time and time again. All right, so I'm looking for that 9:30 a.m. candle, and we're getting pretty close right up in here. I might have skipped one of the days. Doesn't seem like it should have taken this long. All right, here's your 9:30 right up in here coming up. Okay, so here's your 9:30. Your 9:30 is this candle here. So as you can see, we're gonna do our top to bottom again. We're gonna draw a line. Bam, bam. Whoops, wrong one. Let's get the thicker one. Let's draw a line, horizontal line from top to bottom. Bam, bam. Draw another one, top to bottom. Bam, bam. All right, so remember, we avoid the first breakout as this can lead to a lot of false signals. So here's your first breakout here, and then we take it to the bottom side. Now, like I said though, I do trade first breakouts. That's usually for MES, but not MNQ. I'm showing you guys how to trade the NASDAQ and make massive money. As you can see, I'm right in here. We get this full breakout. Remember, we want to get some time of retracement. All right, so we get some kind of retracement up on this next candle. It can get, it doesn't have to be exact, but you can get it in here. And you can see it drops dramatically, right? It comes back up and doesn't hit your stop loss if you're still in it. And it drops even more and makes a massive move. Comes back up, goes down. even further. These are comes back up, goes down. These are some massive moves you can get on the Nasdaq from, up in here at the 2179, drops all the way down to 21,691. Pretty massive returns, right? So that's how I'm doing it. Did this ever do a triple orb? We can look to see if we extend this thing out even further, and you can see we actually did. Here's your first, here's your second, and here's your third. Right up in here, we did a triple orb, and you could take some gains to the upside right in here. Not too shabby of a gains. Once you start getting 10 to 20 points, or at least 20 points in my opinion, you look to take some micros out and you put your stop break even, because if it does come back under, you want to take advantage of it. But look at the massive gains you get usually on the triple orb sides of things. Look at this, massive returns. I love taking this on the second and third breakout. Here's your final breakout right in here. It breaks structure over here. Here's your second breakout, break structure here. You short it to the downside and make massive money. It comes up to the upside. It right here has a body of a candle breaking, and you go to the long side. It is super, super easy to do. I like to take first breakouts on MES. For NASDAQ, it is very volatile, so at times it does these whiplashes. A lot of times people get faked out right in here. I take the short, I take the second and third breakouts, okay? Let's see if I can find one more example, but its strategy works insane, guys. Like I said, though, give it some time. Join the Discord if you really want to really follow along. There's a really good, scaling in and scaling out is the most important thing to get, the max returns. No joke, this system has given me 150 points, some days. That third breakout you saw was a massive move, okay? So it is, you don't want to just be scared. You don't want to just like say, oh, I'm up 10 points and just take your gains and sell everything out. You want to make sure that you are riding this way, because you're getting in so early during the beginning of the bells that you can make insane type of returns. Okay, I'm going to see if I can do one more day, since these are, this takes a while to show you. I'm just looking for that 9:30 candle. It's coming up very soon. 11, 10, and 9:30. So we did 2 in a row back testing for you guys. All right, here is your 9:30 candle. This is an example of a one orb breakout. You see this? You see how not all the time it's going to do just straight how you want it to do. This example right here is called your one orb breakout. As you can see, we get a break of structure to the upside right in here. And look at the monster returns it gives you. Literally from this. Now, I do one orb breakouts, but I don't do it on NASDAQ, okay? I do it on MES. All right, so as you can see, that was a monster returns. Let's see if we get a double orb type of play over here. Expand all this out so you guys can see the orb here. So right in here, we had this massive gap down. It comes back up, very choppy. It looks like some kind of news days there. But as you can see, when it did break this lower line, it made a monster move down to the downside. So that's very interesting to see. But yeah, this is a monster return here. In my honest opinion, though, I like to take a max of 2 to 3 trades. On one, max of 3 trades a day. Because if it's just a really choppy day, then I'm not going to fight it out, okay? So this is my unique strategy on how to trade the NASDAQ on the 15-second time frame to pass any prop, lots of prop firms, make massive money on your personal accounts. This is a really great strategy, guys. I'm looking forward to a lot of people doing this. Join the Discord if you guys want to. Click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. It's going to be life-changing. It's an amazing community, very affordable, $12 a month if you subscribe on your computer to get access to these viral day trading strategies that is going to change the prop firm space. I've been working really hard on, figuring out a really good strategy for that. This is the strategy for that. But if you hit day trade alerts, you get access to all that. You can see like right in here. Look at this. Just last Friday here, you see how we had that break of structure? This is an MES trade I took. I was up $300 on just 3 micros here. I was just holding it, right? You can see right over here, I had my break-even stop. We broke structure, and it's just coming up. I was scaling out as price just kept going up. So I had lots of micros. I'll tell you guys how I scale out and all that. I do that live every time in the Discord. You hit RTK live streams. You'll see me go live, very transparent. I've been 100% green this whole last week, making lots of money. I think anybody can do this strategy. It's super easy. It goes right in the beginning of the bell, so you're getting in and out of the market fast. You're not watching the charts all the time. So definitely join in. Lock in this discount, guys. If you do decide to join, you'll get it all for 12 bucks a month. Hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts, okay? You have day trading education. You have the 15-second orb strategy that equals money, okay? You have my swing trading education. You have all the stuff that you need to be a funded trader, pass as many prop firms as you want, and definitely provide for your family. You're gonna love this strategy. This is one of the best strategies that anyone can do. You don't have to look at fair value gaps, chart patterns, anything. You just look at the first 15-second candle of the day on the New York session, and you make bank. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment, share it out. And I'll be going live every day doing this strategy. So make sure you join the Discord. It's only 12 bucks a month. Subscribe on your computer to avoid the iOS fee, and I'll see you there.